Celebrity, true or false?
You can't handle the truth.
There you go. That's it. Great. That's the setup. Again, I know you just did SNL, so you appreciate great production value.
Yeah,
for a fourth time.
Yeah.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. First up, Adam Driver. True or false? You spent your first big acting paycheck from Law and Order on a pair of Air Jordans.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, first of all, who were you in this Law and Order?
I think the character's name was Will Slansky. I did it kind of twice. Is
that Will right there on the screen?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I did the Mothership one.
Okay.
And then the SVU. I both played creeps. That was my niche.
Okay. All right.
It still is.
All right.
Yeah.
And do we know what was the pair of Air Jordans?
No, I don't know the name of them. I still have them in my closet.
You do?
Oh yeah, and I don't wear them. They are very dusty. They have like a kind of like a clear plastic panel on the back part of the shoe, and it's kind of like filled with dust. And
and
I don't clean them and I don't wear them.
So then why Air Jordans? You just wanted them?
Because I always wanted a pair when I was a kid. We couldn't afford them, and I had one pair of Nikes that I got at a garage sale. This is in Indiana. This is a small Mishawaka, Indiana, but we couldn't afford Air Jordans. So when I actually had money. That was the first thing I wanted to get. To me, that symbolized,
I respect that.
Were you a Jordan fan?
Oh yeah, massively. Yeah, it was like the late '90s. I should have been a Pacers fan, but because we were a little closer, because Jordan was Jordan. So all of that was he was my childhood.
So Jordan
hero.
over Reggie Miller is what you're saying at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you even.
I shouldn't say that.
No, it's okay. You made the face, which is good enough. You made the nod towards the Indianapolis.
I know what's coming.
Indiana fan.
Yeah.
But are you wearing Jordans right now?
Yeah, I am.
It was the first thing that we talked about when he came out.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
And do you remember what year this was? Maybe we can pinpoint what Jordans you bought.
Yeah. What year was this?
No. Whatever year that was.
Whenever he was Will the Creep on Law and Order.
Okay.
But I didn't even know they were like Air Ones. Like I didn't know anything about. I just knew that I went and bought the first pair of Jordans that looked like,
and they're still in your closet.
Still in my closet. Yeah, I'll take a picture.
We'd appreciate that. We'll take it. All right. Second item, Adam Driver. True or false? You landed girls thanks to spontaneously licking Lena Dunham's arm during the audition. True or false?
Oh, I don't know.
Apparently, you don't remember your. I would imagine you remember.
I licked a lot of people. I had the Jordans. I was feeling very confident.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So that's. I don't think we've ever had a pass before. Either it's true or false. But
yeah. I don't know if that's what she said. Then
apparently,
okay. But that's not. Well, I don't remember. Like I got it. I licked her. I know that was a.
Okay, good
I don't
enough.
even remember licking her.
At all? The arm or anything like that?
No, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, I probably did at some point.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Well, you got the role.
Yeah.
And obviously,
it's
led to
a confusing time.
It's led to a few things. All right. Next up, true or false? Before filming Patterson, you got a commercial driver's license so you could legally drive a city bus while filming in Patterson, New Jersey.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So you went through training for it or something like that?
Yeah, actually, oddly enough, there was a driving school in Queens, I think, called the Ferrari Driving School.
Get out of here.
Yeah. I just put that together. Yeah, I have the certificate for it and everything.
So what? So you went to Ferrari driving school?
Yes,
to learn how to operate a city bus.
Yeah, but it wasn't like Ferrari. It was just like it was probably
a guy named Ferrari.
Ferrari with one R.
Gus Ferrari. It's Gus's
Tom
bus.
Ferrari's driving school.
Tommy Ferrari.
Yeah. The dumber brother.
So you went through the process.
Yeah,
of that?
I knew that we were going to be shooting this movie, and I didn't want it to get to the part where suddenly Jim Jarmusch, who directed the movie, was limited by shots that we could do and by its schedule, by suddenly having to compromise and getting a stunt driver. So I'm like, well, if I get my license. And I knew there was a lot of scenes where I'm driving. I didn't want to think about the mechanical parts of it. I feel like I should know that stuff because he would know that stuff, and then I can be open to actually act and not look like I was just kind of making it up. I feel like those people have such a rhythm, and I needed to know that rhythm. And the only way to do it was, in my mind, was to get a bus license.
Is it like getting your driver's license, where somebody got in and you had to go through a test drive with somebody?
Yeah. And a really angry guy was really so mad at me. Even the guy before gave me like an advice about like because you have to, it's very specific about crossing train tracks, and he gave me the wrong information.
Oh boy!
And the guy almost lost it on me, but I passed. Like I did it.
That's pressure.
Yeah. But it's tough in New York to drive around or to get your license in a bus is. Was intense.
I love it. Ferrari. You went to a place called Ferrari for that.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more, Adam Driver. True or false? You turned down an invitation from Mark Hamill to hang out while shooting The Last Jedi because you didn't want to break character of Kylo Ren.
False. I'm so glad you're asking me about that.
How about it?
Totally false. There's so many things in Star Wars that are totally false.
Okay.
No. It was literally a thing of scheduling. We met and he wanted to talk and get together at some point to talk about our characters, and I was totally down. And then he kind of left, when our schedules were not on the same page. So it really was just a matter of scheduling. It wasn't because I wanted to stay in character. I love Mark. I was not going to
my God,
turn down a dinner with Mark to talk about the character. That would be crazy.
Okay, so I'm glad we're clearing that.
Oh yeah,
up.
yeah.
What else you want to clear up? Is there anything else?
Oh yeah, well, maybe.
All right.
We'll see
well, here's another one. True or false? You took home your costume and lightsaber from The Last Jedi when you finished filming.
True. That's true. I have all that.
Is that next to the Air Jordans?
No, different. I have like an office, and I with all this, similar to what you have here. I have I steal stuff from movies.
I don't.
And then I go and I pray to myself.
Okay, very good. Very good. Was it an immediate yes when you were offered for Kylo Ren?
No. No, I wanted to think about it. It was when we were shooting Girls, and I was a fan of Star Wars, and I didn't want it to be bad.
Okay.
And there was no script to read. That was part of the gig. You could get the part, but then after you agreed to do everything, then they put you in a tiny room and allowed you to read the script for the first time.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Like it's top secret? Is what you're saying?
Oh yeah. JJ walked me through what he wanted to do with the character, but you had to sign up and be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do it. So then once I did that, I went to London to start for pre-production. There's a tiny room down the hall. You can go in there and read the script, and so I was reading it for the first time.
And then you had to leave it there.
Yeah, then you had to leave it there. Yeah, that was the first one.
It's like top secret.
Oh yeah, it was massively. We had special stuff and everything.
But did you know that at least you're playing Vader 2.0? Like, at least did you know that conceptually?
I did. Yeah. And I had an overall arc in mind that he wanted to do, which then changed. But his idea was that almost the opposite journey of Vader, where Vader starts the most confident, the most committed to the dark side, and by the last movie he's the most vulnerable and weak, and he wanted to start at the opposite, where this character was the most confused and vulnerable, and by the end of the 3 movies would be most committed to the dark side. So I tried to keep that arc in mind, regardless if that wound up not being the journey anyway, because it changed, obviously, as we were shooting.
Yeah, right.
But I was still kind of focused on that.
When did it change?
With Ryan, he took it into a different direction, but still it kind of still tracked with the character. Then the last one, it changed into being, about them and the dyad and things like that.
And then again, so you
and kind of evolving into Ben Solo. That was never part of it.
That wasn't either?
No. Because Ben Solo, he was Ben Solo from the beginning, but it wasn't. It was never a version where we actually see Ben Solo when I first signed up for it.
Well, I mean, again, so you're a Star Wars guy, just like most everyone in the human race, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So what was it like for you, Adam Driver, when Harrison Ford's on the set and you're about to do what you're about to do to Han Solo?
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
A lot of the first movie was denial. Those movies are action adventure, but in between takes, they're pure comedy. It's stormtroopers trying to sit down. It's like people trying to move around and running into walls because they're wearing masks. And, it's like Chewie trying to eat yogurt and lift up his. So I tried to block out all of that. Right. But then there's so much Star Wars iconography and Harrison Ford that you want to try to stay focused. But from what I remember that day was mostly about Harrison. Harrison was like, you know, it's seemingly from the outside was an emotional thing. It was thing. It was, you know, him and his son and me and our father and all that stuff was coming out in the scene. And I remember we were on this big catwalk that we were shooting it, and it's just him and I, and we're talking, and he was like looking around, and he goes, you know, look what we get to do. Isn't this so great? You know, and I was, you know, I would think that he would be cynical or over it, and it was the exact opposite. He was very emotional and open, and
just as about Han Solo's about to eat it. This is what he's saying to you?
Yeah. Like he was so excited to be like how lucky he was to be shooting this movie and this character and like how great filmmaking is. You know, it was very earnest and uncynical and pretty great. He's Indiana Jones. He's in The Fugitive.
He's Dr. Richard Kimball.
Yeah.
And you were kind of like the one-armed man in that instance.
It's one way of looking at it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then I licked him.
Which is odd.
Yeah.
That's an approach. That's an approach. That's an approach. I mean, my gosh, that is unbelievable.
But it is heavy. You know, it was nerve-wracking. Yeah.
Do you have people who like stare at you in real life? Like you did it. You killed Han Solo. Do you get people like pissed at you when you?
No. Initially, well, in the premiere, I was worried because people were watching it for the first time, and I was like, oh my god, they're going to riot, and they're going to be like, there he is, and you know, let's get him. But it all was fine, and then. Like everyone, less now, actually. I kind of said it recently but it's not really something that happens all the time. But for a while, a couple years afterwards, like, why'd you kill Han Solo? And like I have no choice in this shit. You know, they asked me to be there, and I stabbed him, and that was it. That was part of the script,
right? And then you moved on.
Yeah.
Oh my god! All right.
But my memories of that were actually very nice. I mean, regardless of just stabbing him and him.
Right.
Falling down the shaft.
Well, just a moment for me, if you don't mind. My daughter, Taylor, 10 years old, she was Kylo Ren for Halloween.
Really?
I wonder if you don't mind, what do you think of the form here?
Oh, great.
What do you think?
Yeah, very good.
What do you think? Menacing?
The form? Oh, yeah,
What do you think?
It's a good angle.
Okay.
Right?
The saber, do you think it's she's wielding it properly? I mean, it's okay. You can be critical.
No,
it's
she needs some gloves.
Okay.
She has kind of like a Chewy there to the right.
She does. A real life one.
I like the shoes too. And
okay, good.
It's good. Yeah, it's not totally flat because if someone was attacking from the, you need a little an angle, to kind of ricochet off the other way.
Didn't even think about that.
If it was flat, and then it would just when you hit. I'm trying to come up with something.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's great. She'll love that.
Yeah, it's great form.
Excellent. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
And last one, is it true you wear the Kylo Ren mask while driving?
That's not true. No. I have a couple masks. I have a couple sabers. I have a blaster. I try to keep a lot of stuff from the set.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.